Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. My day was questionable, but that's just par for the course. Tonight we're going to work it a little bit different. I'm going to do a collective reading. I'm going to do a members mini messages, and then I'm going to do $5 triple stack. So you'll get a 3-card base, and you'll get clarifiers. Okay? So that is the way things are going to roll tonight. Good call, Max. Wow, okay. Welcome in, Maureen. Welcome in, Max. Welcome in, Whispers. Welcome in, Mustang Annie. Mandy, welcome in. Okay, we're going to start with a going to start with a vibe check. Collective vibe check. This is a general collective that I'm starting off with, so if it resonates, great. If it doesn't, please have patience. And members and mods. I'm considering mods in the members category, so if there's any messages that want to come out, they'll come out for the members first. And then if there's any subscribers that actually want a message, throw in a $5 super chat. And with your questions later, when I open up the floor, and we'll go from there. So I just recently got a update with Little B, so we'll go over that right now. So Little B, she's going to be going to see a neurosurgeon at an undisclosed location. It's legitimate. It's part of the health system. It's not some wanky back alley kind of place. So what she's had happen, because of her being in a domestic violence situation with someone that she was helping, think of a grape, and think of it being in a jar and being jumbled around. That's basically her brain and her skull at this point. Compared to adding liquid with a grape, it floats, and it's not really pertaining to any damage other than like blunt damage. But just to shake her head even is very, very difficult. She can't do that. And because of the previous operations and previous issues that she's had, there's a situation where that fluid that is protecting her brain is actually leaking. So there was a situation with the ladder where she was getting up on a ladder to go do something or fix something, and she fell, which brought on this more symptoms to the surface. The pressure of fluid in the brain has to be regulated. Apparently, Little B's pressure of the liquid is not regulated. So she's kind of in and out of consciousness from time to time. She is in the hospital at an undisclosed location. She's fighting with all she has. So her doctors have been doing tests and scans to find out the situation of her brain, and her privacy is being protected. So anybody that has any particular contact with little b, she has stated that she wants contact to go through me. She doesn't want people contacting her left, right, and center because she needs to rest. Okay? She will be updating me accordingly as to what's going on. But at a later date, when she's feeling better, she will provide either an address or some sort of PO box to be able to send her flowers or cards or something like that. Okay? But as of right now, she doesn't want people tracking her down. She doesn't want people messaging her every 10, 15 minutes wondering how she is. She just wants to be able to rest and not have any extra pressure added onto her. And this is hence why I've instigated Max to be my mod manager until she gets back. Things are looking better than expected, but right now things are kind of critical. So she's needing to focus on her healing. So what I'm asking, if you would like to send her healing, that is warranted. Okay, she would like to she's currently got an ice pack on her head, so that's kind of helping her alleviate some pain. But she looks to be in good spirits, and she's looking comfortable. I'm not going to show her picture, but just for privacy reasons. So that is the update with little b. Welcome in, Juanita. Welcome in, Ryan. Tiffany, welcome in. Welcome in, Michael. Shirley Way, welcome in. Okay. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, angels, ancestors, divine light. Please join me tonight to give the collective a collective message and to help me to provide mini messages this evening to my members and my supporters. There will be a $5 triple stack available afterwards, so if you'd like a reading and you'd like a couple cards pulled, hold on to your $5 super chats till later and we can go through with that. Great Spirit, please, and Tribe, please protect me while I do this collective. Any ill will sent my way or to my tribe, let it be automatically sent back to sender and bound to them indefinitely. I don't want any of their stanky ass energy touching my collective. Let them be blanketed by protection by the divine light, by the angels and ancestors, guides, guards, protectors. Bring us messages of clarity, of healing, of what we need to know right now to help us with our common good and to help us step into our highest timeline. As above, so below, as within, so without, and so it is. Please take what resonates. Not every message is going to be your message. Unless, of course, I am drawing cards for you, specifically. If you'd like a personal reading, you can do so through the Hipsy link in the description box. Otherwise, a $5 super chat with your questions at a later time this evening. All right, Spirit, what's the vibe check? What's the collective vibe check? We'll do a 5-stack vibe check. Pardon me. I made a beef onion stew tonight. It was yummy. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Spirit, why are we going here tonight? Why are we doing this? There very well could be some family members feeling down and feeling butthurt that you blocked them out. But Spirit is saying that you shouldn't be feeling guilty for this. I'm assuming this family that you're blocking out, that you're no longer speaking with, it was for good reason. So don't feel guilty for it. Archangel Michael is definitely at the helm here. They are Archangel Michael's protecting you. Yeah, Archangel Michael's been instructing you through this and trying to rid the chaos and take away the upheaval and disaster and downfall that certain people, certain toxic family members wanted for you. They were not nurturing at all. They were very quite karmic and toxic. Here it is. They weren't nurturing you. They were quite frankly gaslighting you, lying to you, deceiving you. And you may have just found this out. So there's something going on, family side. Some of them are feeling hopeless. They're feeling lost. They're feeling depressed, quite possibly suicidal. And they're running. They're in denial, making excuses. All the while, you're in a good vibe. You're in the moment. You're taking time to take time out for you. You're slowing down. And the reason why they're feeling hopeless is because they want back in your energy for some sort of mutual respect, unity, and closeness. But you're not having it, collective. Because you're done hitting rock bottom. You're done being depleted. You're done being overextended. You're done being over your head. You're done being in this energy of drowning. They wanted you running. They wanted you suffering in silence. They didn't want you speaking out about your real feelings, about the situation. And all they were trying to do is break your dreams. They were trying to keep you from your fullest potential, holding you back. They were creating rumors saying that you were gambling with your life. Meanwhile, you're sitting here in the moment, taking time out for you. So they're lying, they're creating deception, and they're trying to keep themselves out of the legal system. So they very well could have lied to some sort of lawyers or court, or lied on some sort of paperwork regarding this, and this is why you blocked them out. This is why you're moving on. There's nothing left to say. Literally, stop calling. You've had an epiphany, collective. You've had some time to self-reflect. You're tapping into your talents. You're getting into this more self-worth energy. You're believing in yourself. You're having a confidence. And people are worried what you're going to say. People are in their emotions. People are fearing for the worst. Now that you're standing in your power, now that you're standing in your authenticity. Because heaven forbid you speak out about certain things. But Archangel Michael is here. He's protecting you from any particular harm. He is creating some sort of divine intervention to rid the chaos officially out of your life. You're dealing with a very, very toxic family. This family wasn't nurturing, and if they were, they weaponized it. They weaponized their compassion in order to create a situation of lack in your life. It was meant to break your heart. It was meant to rip you apart. And they very well could have sent a karmic to you to do this. Can I get some clarification on family, please? So we have the four of wands on the drowning card over your head, overextended, hitting rock bottom in reverse. So they very well could have ruined a relationship. They very well could have created a karmic relationship to come forward to you, to break your heart, to ruin your foundation. However, you are nurturing your intention. You're standing in your power. You're shining your light. You're standing very grounded. You are very much in the know. You're very tapped in according to your magic and your abilities. You are learning self-worth, loving on yourself, no longer sad. You're transmuting the sadness into self-love. Can I get more on the family? Yeah, something about a King of Pentacles. You very well could be standing on business, creating a new foundation. We got the Nine of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. There very well could be some sort of offer coming in, or you very well could be moving towards your independence. Like, this is kind of giving me flying the coop, flying out of the nest, officially, leaving the nest behind. You've got all your feathers and away you go, kind of situation. Now, it does look like there very well could be some sort of an offer coming in to bring some sort of independence to you. Page of Wands, there's definitely some sort of intuition you need to follow because there's some sort of breakthrough or truth, a new way of looking at things, a new perspective, a new understanding. And this was a not reciprocal situation. It was a one-sided thing. And there was definitely some sort of sabotage happening here. And you had to make a judgment call about your Ten of Cups. Because I do get a feeling they were trying to ruin this ability for you to have a Ten of Cups. They didn't want you having any hope. And they were trying to leave you in the dark about a third-party situation. But you released this third party. You emotionally walked away. You took the trash out. And now they're all up in their head. You're sitting here with the Eight of Pentacles. And you're kind of re-enumerating. Maybe you're thinking back into the past. Because they left you out in the cold. And although they left you out in the cold, you are now getting success. And things are about to start moving very, very quickly for you. You were very much deceived. And this is what got you to guard your heart. But something that you don't see coming. Somebody feels entitled to what you got going on. And it seems like they're coming in to provide some sort of compassion. But it's only to bring you more injustice. Okay? This is a very much you manifesting your best life. Or maybe they're recognizing your ability to manifest. And they're trying to stop that. At the same time, they're very obsessed with ruining any type of love connections that you have. They want to create an imbalance and an ability to move forward with any new partnerships. So they're sending in a wishy-washy, unrequited particular energy to create conflict with you. However, you're going to know the strength, you're going to know the truth. You need to stand on truth. You need to guard your truth because they're trying to come in and disempower you. There was an Ace of Pentacles, but they didn't offer that to you. And it's because you love yourself. And it's because you walked away from the betrayal. Looking for rest, recuperation, healing, understanding. And a lot of this you did on your own. But anything that you did on your own, any type of healing, they're trying to ruin that for you. And creating the inability to walk away. They want you constantly suffering. They want you in constant choppy waters to deplete you and keep you from having any type of balance within yourself. They want you juggling while you're looking at this Ten of Pentacles. However, that what is done in the dark is going to come to light. You know you deserve better, and they want you acting out of character. So that way you can get picked up by a certain particular boys in blue. However, they're not going to get their wish fulfillment because you're no longer in your head anymore. And I think the Popo, I think they can see this now. All they're doing is trying to open up old wounds. While you are here trying to transmute and to move your pain to power. You're trying to lift yourself up again, which is going to bring you to the top of the wheel. This is all in your favor, collective. People see the sneaky shit that you're doing. People see that you're nurturing your truth, despite the fact that they want you juggling and not being able to make a decision, creating chaos in your life, is going to bring them a huge tower. Because here you are, you're sticking up for yourself, and they didn't expect you to do that. They would sooner you self-sabotage and ruin everything and make it seem like you're the one self-sabotaging. But they're basically creating a situation where you have no other choice but to overthink what's going on. But Spirit's saying to hold patience. You're doing the right thing. You're working forward. You're focusing on the future. You're focusing on the now, the moment. And your ships are coming in soon. Stay firm on what you know. Do not allow people to come in and gaslight you. Because what they're doing is they're trying to end any particular justice for you. They're trying to disconnect you from your spiritual connection. And they want to ruin your new beginning. They want you acting out of character, so that way they can say that you're crazy and that you're unfit for this particular gift that was hidden from you. But you are Tens of Swords in this because you are more grounded than any of them put together. You're using your intuition, you're moving forward, and there's going to be some sort of message come through. Somebody's noticing that you're loving yourself, noticing that you are very, very kind, loving, and they're going to bring some sort of a new offer in for you. This is going to help you level up and move on from a very defeated position where you were being demised. They wanted you begging, collective. But instead you went within. You did some soul searching within yourself. And this has got them all up in their head. Because you're using your intuition and you're finding out the truth. So despite all this chaos that they're trying to throw your way and instigate, throwing their rocks and hiding their hands, they're only showing up and allowing you to act accordingly. And now there's definitely some sort of investigation being done, and they are running because of it. Because you're not hitting rock bottom like they thought you would. You're showing up to be a lot stronger than what they thought. And for good reason. You've literally dealt with the Boer War and back. Like, it was not easy for you to even get away. It was not easy for you to deal with this. And this is why you blocked them out. They should have treated you better. They should have respected you. But they were envious of your abilities. And they were extremely toxic. And they didn't want you walking away from this. They were hoping that they could triangulate you as if there was some sort of joy and hope, only to basically ruin your foundations of wish fulfillment and misjudge you. So they sent a lot of, they collaborated with a lot of people to bring some sort of a balance or money to themselves, but the truth came out. And now they're all up in their head as to how you found out. Which is basically creating a situation where they're being defeated for coming up against you. Archangel Michael don't play about you. You're a rising collective. You're healing your heart. And you're ending all this bullshit where they want you to overreact and act out of character, so that way they have something to say. That way they have something to show the authorities or whoever else to say that you're unfit to get this particular inheritance or gift or whatever else. They want you to look incompetent. They want to ruin any particular connections that you have with spirit, which isn't going to happen because every time they come after you, your connection to spirit only gets stronger. You went through the holy fire to get to where you are, and nothing's going to stop that. They very well could be doing death magic, or they could be paying other people to do death magic, and it's backfiring on them. So with the lost, depressed, and suicide, they very well could be getting what's coming to them if they're not careful. Collective, you've already let this go. You've already forgiven them, but you're not going to forget what they've done. And they're running scared at this point. Here they're telling you to slow down. Slow your roll. Slow down and just kind of, you know, let us gaslight you. Let us, let us pull the wool over your eyes some more. No. You're seeing it for face value. You're seeing it for what it is. You're not going to let them gaslight you. You know what gaslighting is now. You've been truly versed and trained all these years growing up and dealing with their bullshit. You're finally putting your foot down and they don't like it. And it's a real sad day when they're going to try to come in and gaslight you to diminish the chaos that they pretty well ensued upon themselves. You know, maybe they should have treated you better. You know, now they're all worried in emotions and in fear that they're going to be having legal issues. They should be in fear. They should be. Because when Archangel Michael's at the helm of it, there's no telling what's going to happen. continue blocking them out. If they don't want to take accountability for what they've done, if they don't want to stick up for you, if they don't want to hear your side of the story, if they don't want to hear what's going on, they just want to be part of the problem, then let them. Let them show up and show them what accountability looks like. They're very, very confused and puzzled as to how you found out all this information. Meanwhile, your ancestors gifted you spiritual inheritance. They thought they were taking it all away from you. They thought they were going to bind you. Meanwhile, your ancestors sort of kind of made up for it. You're no longer confused. You see things for what it is. And they want you to drop your boundaries so that way they can be disrespectful. They don't want you defending yourself. They want you to just continue taking the abuse. They want to continue gaslighting you. They want to continue abusing you. They want to continue putting stress and projection of energy onto you. And they want you walking on eggshells. And I wouldn't be surprised if they're paying anybody and everybody to come into your life to do so, behind your back, to create havoc and chaos and everything else. But Archangel Michael's protecting you. So anybody that's going to come up against you is going to be getting a backhand from, I almost said Uncle Archangel Michael, but yeah, they're going to get a backhand. Yep. And they're sipping on gossip. They're being nosy. They're creating rumors and deception for all the people that were maybe in your hometown. A typical narcissistic piece of shit family. You know, they play all by the same book. They all play by the same fucking toxic ass book. They'd rather be a bunch of dirty swingers than actually step into their divine light. And I also get that, you know, they went off to another country or an island of some sort, to a swingers resort, and they hired people from the swingers resort to come at you. That message isn't for everyone. Yeah, all they did is send a bunch of stinky ass pigs towards you. Stinky ass, disgusting pigs. Some of them are fuming. Some of them are pissed right off the fact that you're not taking their abuse anymore. The fact that you're sticking up for yourself. The fact that you see it before it comes. And yeah, you're standing in your power. You're standing in your power and you're winning. You're showing your persistence. You're showing your power. You're showing the fact that you're optimistic and you're innovative. You're moving forward and guarding your intention, guarding your reputation, guarding your integrity, shining your light, and standing on business. And because of that, they might want to bring in some sort of conflict. We got the 5 of Acorns. Yeah, they want to bring conflict to your stability. They don't want you winning. They want you losing. But you're standing on business anyway. And the wheel is in your favor. Despite the fact that they want you to miss out on all of your new opportunities that are coming in. They're doing anything and everything to do that. Oh, really? I don't know if you could see it or not, but I thought I'd share it. That's what the back of my hoodie looks like. It's got the Viking sigil here too as well. I wanted to invest in some Viking clothing because it's helping me to step into my warrior and my warrior archetype. And then I wanted something that's protective, that's wolf related. And then I was gonna go ahead and get me some tribe merch. I wanted to get my hoodies and whatnot from my store, but then the tariffs all came through, and they changed up their POS system, and I can't have anything nice apparently. But I'm grateful for what I have. Alright, Spirit, what do we need to know right now? We're going to do a 5-stack collective. What do we need to know right now for my collective? Somebody lost control of the Emperor. Somebody can't control them anymore. The Emperor pretty well controls himself. Okay. So the Emperor, this Emperor has definitely has some foresight, and they're exploring their options, taking a look from a different perspective, understanding that there is a 10 of Pentacles, 10 of Crystals in the reverse. They're seeing that their whole foundation and legacy is being threatened. And there's a lot of conflict because of this. Yeah, let's go 6-stack. One more. So yeah, there's definitely collaboration about missing out on this Ten of Pentacles and the Five of Acorns, so the conflict. There could be up to 5 people creating conflict. 3 to 5 people. However, you are, I think to some degree, you are removing and transmuting this to a position that they can't touch you anymore. They think that they're going to get somewhere with whatever plan they have, but it's going to backfire huge. Huge. Yep, you're no longer up in your head. You're no longer in the fog. Yeah, you're definitely standing on business. They think that you owe them something. They feel entitled to your energy and your purpose. And they're being very, very stingy and selfish, ungrounded. Meanwhile, you know you deserve better than this. So that's what you're doing. You're standing in your power and you're going above this, this failed inheritance. And you're going to get it anyway, whether they like it or not. They're not going to take you out of your life. They're not going to kill you. They're not going to end your life. You're going to move on, and you're going to leave them in the dust where they belong, in the karmic dust where they belong. They want to try to come at you. They want to try to ruin everything that you got, plus take and steal an inheritance. They want to ruin all your jobs. They want to sabotage your jobs. They want to sabotage all your new opportunities and make like you're self-sabotaging to the point where you commit suicide. And all this time, collective, here you thought it was you. The only one out of your whole family that did the self-reflection, that did the work to heal your shadow, to see the truth, when the whole other part of the family doesn't want to take accountability. They'd rather lie and put on a mask. Well, that mask is slipping. And a lot of them are really, really pissed off at the fact that you're speaking out about it. And this is why they're coming at you. This is why they're trying to come up against you and create some sort of a sabotage, colluding against you, bringing you conflict. But the only thing that it's doing is helping you grow more resilient and more powerful. Because again, as I said, Archangel Michael is rocking with you and he's protecting you. So yeah, you might be, what you're going through might be a little bit painful, but once you realize actually how powerful you are and what you've sustained and what you've been through and how you've overcome it all, they're shook at the fact that they had to group up to come up against you and they still couldn't do it. You just keep ticking. You're like an Energizer bunny. Knight of Crystals. Now they have no other choice but to come in and give you an offer. Because I have a feeling somebody's being investigated. Somebody's facing conflict. But they're seeing your determination. They're seeing your endurance. They're seeing how you're overcoming everything that they're throwing at you. Because you're standing on business. You're standing on your integrity. You're standing on truth. You're putting your foot down. You're stepping in this Emperor energy. You're focusing on your stability. And they can't unstabilize you as much as they want to. They're going to come in and try to break your heart. So they very well could send you a couple people to come in and to swindle your heart. Meanwhile, you don't really need anybody in your heart space. And quite frankly, you're being a little bit more choosy as to who you're sharing this with. So the ability for them to break your heart is going to be very difficult. Because you're not in this codependent energy. You're now craving your solitude. You're craving some sort of personal space. And now it's to the point where it's very difficult to find. But it's either the precipice of you finding your personal space and being homeless, because they're thwarting every job, they're keeping you out of the ability to be prosperous. So, like me, like my situation, you could very well be living off of donations. You could be living off of, you know, doing something that you love to do, despite it all. And again, that's another thing. The people that I'm dealing with, they're brave and mad that I'm succeeding at doing something that I love to do, that's bringing me enjoyment, that's bringing me fulfillment. So they're going after that too. But now, even over the last couple of weeks, things have changed. I've had like over 250 subscribers in the last week and a half come back in again. So where I was at a lull for almost 2.5, 3 months, you know, my revenue went close from to like 800 down to 200. I was at a pretty bad spot, but I think you peeped it, just like I did. You're stepping into your intuition and your sacred knowledge. You're bringing that forward, and you're peeping the selfishness that they're bringing forward with the conflict. You're seeing it for what it is, but they're trying to leave you in the dark about it. What else? Queen of Crystals and Four of Shells. Yeah, Ten of Shells. They're being very stingy. They don't want you to have any type of foundation or wish fulfillment at all. And if this is a third party outside of your family, they're trying to ruin you and your family. So this could very well be adopted family or jealous people that know of your family, that don't want you to have any type of anything. So even if this was your family and they're triangulating your family into this, who knows? I know I got some stingy in-laws that really shouldn't even be part of our family. They absolutely destroyed it. But who gives a fuck? They got the house anyway, right? And yet here I am jumping couches every 3 to 6 months. Page of Feathers. Yeah, there's some sort of message coming in. There's some sort of message coming in about the fact that you're very strong. You're very determined. You have a great endurance. You've been doing the soul searching. You've been reevaluating. You're exploring and discovering new information, new possibilities. Getting to know your shadow, and you're integrating your shadow with your light side. You're becoming very powerful, very much a warrior. And some of them are petrified of you now, because a lot of them are receiving towers. A lot of these family members are people that were in your life. They don't want to walk away. They don't want to be cut out. But because of this transition and transformation, you're being liberated. And this is how they're going to try to break your heart, taking away your ability to transform and transition and be liberated. They're going to try to break this down for you. They're spreading rumors and gossip and bullshit regarding it, so that way it doesn't come forward to you, because they don't want you having any new partnerships, and they don't want you having any insight or focus. So anything that's being collaborative with you, they're trying to ruin it. Great Spirit, guides, guards, protectors, please protect little B. Because if she is going through this because of my family, whoever is behind it, let them rot. Let them meet their demise for coming up against my tribe. No longer in your head. Definitely seeing it for what it is. Bunch of stinky ass, skanky ass sellouts is what they are. Blessings are coming in, collective, whether they like it or not. Yeah, they don't want you moving forward. They don't want you elevating. They don't want you ascending. They don't want you having any type of celebration or fulfillment. Eight of Feathers in reverse. Yeah, they want to try to take away your courage or knock down your solutions or knock down any particular options for you. But you see it for what it is. You're no longer in your head. You're a wise shaman. You've got divine wisdom at your disposal. And you've got some immense spiritual power. And Spirit's saying there's some sort of something about speaking into existence. So your words are extremely powerful. You just got to have faith in what you say. They don't want you having any hope to move forward. They want to ruin your foundations and liberation and fulfillment, right? They want to take away your ability to have peace and harmony. But you're going to get it anyway. You're meeting your new tribe. You're stepping into your new life. And, yeah. You're changing your perception. There's imagination here. Is there any other final message with this collective? Yeah, you're coming out of your shell. They wanted you sitting in isolation, but you're not doing that anymore. You're done being scared. You're ready to rip some eyeballs out. Yep, you're standing on business, having patience and you're holding your perspective. Yeah, there's this King of Crystals in the reverse. You're standing on business against this instability. If people really want to, they really want to see your shadow side, they're going to be terrified at this point. Because you've held back your shadow and you've kept your hands clean. And yeah, you're getting a new possible union coming in. You're going to be sneaky about it, though. You should keep it to yourself whenever this decides to happen. Because you're going through an awakening, there's some sort of an enlightenment happening. Quite possibly with your soon-to-be counterpart. You're starting to see the truth. You may know of this person, but I don't think you know this person personally. You may have seen them around. But I have Spirit saying you're about to meet them soon. Okay, self-empowerment, ambition. What else? Is there anything else with this? With this crazy-ass collective read? Yeah, you've got nothing to worry about. Yeah, you've got comfort and community coming in. And you have nothing to worry about. Something tells me that you don't need to work on your determination or discipline anymore. Somebody's thwarted from coming towards you. It could be a Cancer. And I get this, there's a very karmic Cancer particularly that's going to be wanting to come forward, but they're going to be stopped in their tracks. Because they definitely want to provide some sort of stability for you. Archangel Michael's got something to do with that. There's going to be some sort of an awakening and you're going to be walking away. And that's going to bring a huge tower to this vindictive Queen of Acorns, Queen of Wands in the reverse. Because it's going to stop their whole plan in their tracks. It's all because you love yourself and you're nurturing your heart space throughout the chaos. And this is justice. Because they tried to ruin you. They tried to get you to the point where you didn't make any choices towards love anymore. Even to love yourself. They didn't want you loving yourself. But you've been working hard at this. And, yeah. They tried to bring in a third party situation here. And you're finding out the truth about it. You're gaining strength. Very well could have been a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that they brought in. A very, very two-faced Gemini. And, yeah, you're overcoming this. They very well could be coming forward to bring some sort of unrest, but they're only going to be exposed. They're coming in saying that you owe them money when you don't owe them shit. They're going to lose epically. Knight of Feathers as well. There's some sort of communication about a King of Cups in reverse, quite possibly a karmic Cancer that self-sabotaged this whole plan. So there's going to be somebody coming forward with deception. Somebody coming in with a whole bunch of charm and passion, but it's all deceptive. They're trying to block out your intuition, but they apparently they think that they have to get close to you in order to do that. Nobody's going to get close to you that much. You're focused on yourself. But this particular individual is very obsessed with you. But they really don't understand you're a magician. They don't understand the power you hold. And everything that they come up against you with is going to fall apart. They put a lot of money into this too. They've invested a lot of money. They're just about broke. They can't get over the fact that you're standing on business, you're protecting yourself, and you're finding your self-worth. That you're loving yourself. And this is why you're creating that strategy and resilience, because there's major change and possibilities coming in with the wheel. Yeah, you're finally officially walking away from this. It's very unrequited. Releasing the betrayals. Making some major decisions for yourself. There's some very much energetic projections happening. They're trying to get you to react. They're trying to get you distracted from your divine wisdom and your spiritual power. But you're focused on the future. You're focused on what matters most to you. But they're thinking they're leaving this in the dark by being emotionally manipulative, wishy-washy. Trying to open up old wounds that have already been healed. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. It's not affecting you like it would have been before. You're putting the Ten of Swords to this. You're ending the cycle. You're moving in a new direction. You're finding your self-worth. You're building a new foundation. You will have that new beginning, divinely orchestrated. You will balance things out. You have enough ambition, you have enough self-empowerment to work through this, all the lies and the deception. Everything they're coming up against you with isn't going to work. The thing is, collective, you wouldn't have done anything of what they're doing to you. You wouldn't have done anything to them. Everything that they've chose to do to you, you wouldn't have done that to them. You wouldn't have acted that way. In a million years, you're kind-hearted that way. But they choose to project all this bitterness onto you. It's not working anymore. And quite frankly, they're just showing you what kind of people they are. Meanwhile, you've been nothing but compassionate. Your cutoff game is very, very strong. And some of these family members, some of these people think they still have a hold on you. They still think that they can manipulate you. They still think that they can get under your skin. They're in for a very rude awakening. Sacred Feminine, what do we have for my collective? I'll take the top card, the bottom card, and a middle card. What message do you have for my collective? Intuitively. Yeah, somebody's misjudging you. Apparently airing out all your secrets. But they're secrets of your past that don't even matter anymore. You're not even the same person. You've grown, you've evolved. And a lot of this bullshit that they're sending around, that they're speaking of, had you known now what you knew then, you wouldn't have even been there. You wouldn't have even acted the same way. Because it was you being enthralled in some sort of deception. You were the scapegoat, so people were projecting onto you. They were basically screwing you, gaslighting you, abusing you, grooming you, trafficking you. But somehow they don't want to take accountability for abusing you and trying to steal your life force. Basically bringing you to the point of wanting to commit suicide more than once. And yet you're still here. Yeah, they wanted to crucify you. They wanted you to lose hope in your angels. And your higher power. They wanted to bring away your happiness, bring you away from your happiness, and make you look delusional. Yeah, they didn't want you resurrecting. They didn't want you coming back. They didn't want you living. But you're revealing their secrets. Yeah, they misjudged the fact that this was your past life. It has nothing to do with who you are now. Again, they wanted to crucify you and misjudge you, just like they did Jesus. Spirit, what do we need to know? Mm-hmm. You've come to accept that you are a co-creator with God. Most of the time, to be chosen, to be brought into the position of becoming a child of the divine, you have to go through a crucifixion and a resurrection. And they tried to keep you from this resurrection. Meanwhile, you've already resurrected. They missed out on that whole aspect. Because that whole crucifixion and the resurrection was done in the comfort of the divine. And now the people that come up against you, they're getting their karma. Extreme karma. Some of the people that are coming up against you and causing you strife are getting their karma. You're watching it happen. Yep, Mary, Queen of Angels, do not be afraid. You were born for this. Trust in your voice, trust in your ability to articulate your thoughts, trust in your capacity to use and share your gifts. If you're feeling scared or unsure about the next step, this is just showing how much you care about making a difference. Stand in the light of your soul. It is the only shield you need. Activation. I trust in myself, my voice, and my gifts. I'm unafraid. People wonder why you don't have any fear anymore. You literally have nothing left to lose. Because you pretty well lost your life. What's more to lose? If the divine brought you back from the dead, what more do you really have to lose? And here they're wondering why you just don't die. Karmic debts are paid, Elohim. Release yourself from the pain and of guilt. Your debts are paid. Who you were in the past is not who you are today. If you had known then what you know now, again, you would have made different choices. But you cannot change what has happened. You can only change how you move forward. Release yourself from the past. Activation. I take responsibility for my own karma. Let them come at you. They're gonna be met by the divine vengeance. Is there any other angelic activations for my collective? Okay. Charity, bring peace where you can. This is a time for reconciliation. If you are holding a grudge, it is time to let it go. The only person who will suffer from this restriction is you. It's time to bring your heart to the present moment. It's time to show up wholly and fully with love. You deserve the freedom that forgiveness and understanding will bring you. Activation. I am ready to understand and forgive. For some things, yeah, sure. I can very well forgive, but I will never forget. And I know there's a lot of them that want me to, but I'm not going to ever forget. I will never give them a time of day. They can rot as far as I'm concerned. I will never allow them to come back into my energy to wreak havoc or chaos. Hey, Whip. Welcome in, Harris. Welcome in, Princess. Voice of Souls, is there any messages for my collective that they need? 3 cards. They're trying to get you to repress everything. Push it down. Put it under the rug. No. No. You're getting rid of the rug. They're trying to tell you to grow up. Right? They want you to... They're trying to gaslight you. They're threatening physical pain. Right? What are they going to do? What are they really going to do? Somebody's coming in to help you. They're going to bring you happiness. Yeah. This is no loss to you, collective. No loss. By them showing up and showing you who they are, it's doing you a favor. You are going to learn a very important bit of information soon. But this is something that you need to keep to yourself. Spirit's going to provide you with a message, so you need to sit in the stillness to receive it. I do believe the sacred feminine is going to come in and nurture you. Quite possibly the Holy Spirit. There very well could have been that someone committed suicide and they will never forgive you. Because it's like the karmic card, the karmic that off themselves because they didn't want to take accountability. So now they're sitting in purgatory. They're receiving their karma. There are some people that are taking another look at this. You will receive your freedom. And you're going to receive happiness. Where the people that have passed on, they're not going to be free. Because they couldn't hold themselves accountable for what they did to you. So the next season here, collective, it's going to be very calm. Don't be looking for love right now. Just love on yourself. Don't be looking to be with anyone right now. Probably celibacy is probably your best bet right now because you can't really trust anybody in your energy. They're not going to be respectful of your energy. But there's going to be a lot of communication coming in about regrets. People regretting what they've done. Because they definitely got out of hand. But people think that you deserve closure. And Spirit's saying that by them coming forward and providing you with some sort of closure is their karma. Yeah, Source is behind this. Source sees everything. Source energy sees what's been done behind your back. So the people that think that they are doing things underhandedly, they're throwing their rocks and hiding their hands like nobody's going to notice. That's okay. Drop the anger. There very well could be the fact that you are pretty angry right now, but if you drop that anger, help is coming. But particularly, there's going to be supposed help coming in, and they're only coming in to repress you. So be very, very, be very vigilant as to who you're allowing to help you. You're the guide, not them. You're the one with the knowledge. You're the one with the education. You're the one dishing out this karma. You are the karmic retribution, is what's being told to me. It's not going to be you at a loss. You're not the one at a loss here. They are. Spirit's guiding you through this. Have no fear. There will be some sort of a reunion, but this is going to be a divine reunion where there's not going to be any more tears, no more secrets. They got their abundance removed. There's some sort of abundance being removed, and they're in physical pain right now. Spirit's warning about some sort of forgiveness. There's a duality, so you need to forgive in order to be forgiven. But you're not to submit to this. There's particular people that have maybe, I think, got pulled in like a monkey. They got deceived. So they will be coming forward. But whoever's beyond the grave, they're not happy. But you're going to learn about it all soon. It's coming, the information is coming in. Just be vigilant. Keep your eyes open. Be aware of who you're letting in your energy. Forgiveness isn't going to bring you, it's going to bring you peace. It's going to bring you abundance. Okay, any members or mods in the chat, you can come forward, throw your hearts in the chat. Anybody else that throws their hearts in the chat, you're being disqualified. Mods and members only. Mods and members only. Those are the only ones that are on the list right now. I will be getting to other people. If you'd like a message, you can come forward and put your hearts in the chat if you're a mod or a member. Mod or a member. This doesn't include subscribers, mods, or members. Michael, do you have a question? right, thank you, Max. You're ending out a cycle, and you might be up in your head right now, Michael. You might be have conflicting thoughts. Again, you need to go within. An isolation period is necessary. But with this there's going to be a new Ace of Pentacles. So this very well could be a new foundation, a new place to live. It could be a bag of money, or it could be some sort of a settlement of some sort coming in. I'm really kind of feeling that this is going to come out of nowhere. But it's going to come in to you when you're sitting in your hermit mode. Okay, be careful of this offer. Be careful. Can I get more on this for Michael? Yeah, nurture your heart. Heal your heart, my friend. Tap into the Queen of Cups energy. Have hope. Yeah, you're coming out of a tower position, right? So, yeah. Empower yourself. Have hope. Make a wish. Things are getting better for you. Guaranteed. But I think this Ace of Pentacles is going to come to you after things kind of fall apart. So sometimes you just kind of got to let it fall apart in order to make room for the new. Page of Swords, there's information coming in about ending out a cycle with someone or something. Page of Swords and the Ten of Swords. It might have you all up in your head and depressed. Yeah, the Ace of Pentacles comes out, but it's going to come out of left field. This beautiful offer is coming out of left field. Can I get more on the Ace of Pentacles? Yeah, it's going to come in with a passionate offer. Oh, look at them. You got to remember who the hell you are. It might look like the Wheel of Fortune is not working in your favor, Michael, but it is. It's an illusion. And the only reason why it's not coming in for you is because you're sitting there bitter. You need to step into your intuition. You need to step into your passionate new beginning energy and nurture your heart. Because you're manifesting your stability and prosperity, but you're doing it with the wrong energy. The Wheel of Fortune is not, it's not your time yet. There's something that you need to still learn in order to go to this more stable energy, which is going to make you bitter up until that point. You're not even going to recognize you're where you need to be right now. But you need to get a new perspective. You need to allow your intuition to guide you with this and nurture your heart space. Is there any other members that would like a message? Is there any other mods here that would like a message? Is Juanita still here? Would you like a message? So by you sitting in this bitter energy, you're taking yourself out of that frequency. Prosperous frequency. Hey Trudy, would you like a message? General or a question? Okay. If you have any questions, or you can throw one in, or I'll give you a second to write one out if you have, or just a general message. Yeah? Okay. Spirit, what's the general message for Trudy? Alright, so you need to nurture your intentions. You need to stand on business. Nurture your passions. Okay, you got the Queen of Wands out here. You're coming in from out of the cold. You're finding your self-worth. And you're going to be walking away from calmer waters once there's some sort of lesson learned. Okay, that's what's in the forefront as to what's going on right now. Something that's hidden and that you're not really looking at is, again, you're kind of bitter in your heart space. However, you're winning. Okay? You've been through a lot. You're a wounded warrior. You've dealt with a lot of toxic energy. You're in this kind of sadness. You're kind of disconnected from God. I'm kind of feeling like you're hating on him, or you're hating on what's been going on, and you're kind of bitter because of it. Like, if God was such a good God, why would he put me through this kind of shit? And it's not God putting you through this. It's these people. This is why you're a wounded warrior. But what this is doing is it's building you. It's building you into the ruthless, unapologetically powerful, beautiful Queen of Wands, maybe. But you do definitely have some sort of Emperor here coming in. Could be a Capricorn, but there's definitely some sort of toxic energy. There might be a position there where the devil's playing with your head. There's some sort of toxicity happening to get you in this Five of Cups being sad. However, you need to stand on business. I did see the Empress in... Was it in the reverse or right side up? It was right side up. So you very well could be at the point of meeting your counterpart, a new counterpart maybe. But there's some sort of toxicity in the way of it, and I think this is where you're needing to learn a lesson first. Nurture your intentions and in your integrity and your way forward. Stand on business. Find your self-worth and move forward. Reacquaint yourself with your higher power. Clear out this emotional junk that you're holding on to that's creating the sadness, and step into this wounded warrior position. You're almost there. 9 wands in, 1 wand left. Why would you quit now? Right? What's a little dance with the devil? You've danced with this devil before, right? But, you know, this is your last dance with that devil anyway, because you have an emperor coming in. So step into your Empress energy and bring about the ability to receive and get into the frequency of receiving, and things are going to start changing for you. Is there any other members that would like a message? Any other members that would like a message? Going once? This goes for my mods as well. If you're a mod, if you'd like a message, you're more than welcome to come forward. Mod and member message, roll call, going twice. Mod and member roll call message, going once, going twice, going 3 times. Okay, I'm opening up the floor for super chats, super stickers for general messages, super chats if you have a question. Feel free to throw down if you have one. Welcome in, Mandy. Thank you. All right. Spirit, what do we got for Mandy? What do we got for Mandy? What's the best blessed message for Mandy? Somebody's emotionally draining around you right now. Someone is dependent on your emotional capacity. I do feel like they're trying to take you out of your wish fulfillment. They're very envious of how loving and kind you are. They're trying to bring you down a notch, take you off your soapbox, is the kind of feeling I'm getting. Yeah, they're bringing some sort of chaos and lies and deception and unbalance. It could be a karmic Sag, a Sagittarius. There's definitely some sort of blocked communication or deception, deceptive communication Maybe you should just focus on yourself for right now. This could also represent with the Nine of Cups that you might be emotionally dependent on someone, but you're going on a journey, you need to guard your heart, okay? Because somebody's in here trying to create an imbalance and an inability to be stable. This very well could be a Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo energy, but you're no longer in your head about it. Um, I'm going to throw these back in and give it another shuffle for you. Hang on. Spirit's saying so. There's a different energy here for you. What's going on with Mandy? Okay. You have two knights coming in. You've got one that's coming in slowly, and then there's one that's coming in prematurely. They're coming in just to tell you a bunch of shit, but you're going to know who this is. You're going to know who the other one is. One could be an earth sign, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. This is the more stable one. This is the one that's taking time. This one is stepping into their divine energy. And then we have the Knight of Swords in reverse. So this one is kind of thwarted by deception. But the only reason why he's coming in is because he sees that your Wheel of Fortune is running in your favor. They want to jump on the bandwagon. What else from Andy? Yeah, they see you working on something, and they want to come in and betray it. This Knight of Pentacles is definitely working, maybe working with you, collaborating with you. And this Knight of Swords is coming in to betray it. So be very, very vigilant on this. Kind of focus on yourself for right now. And if this Knight of Pentacles comes in, maybe keep it quiet. I think this Knight of Pentacles is coming in to rescue you or bring you to a new beginning, offering you a new beginning. They very well could be sorting out some shit in their head. They could be going through some shadow work. They could be going through an awakening. I did see the Hermit on the bottom of the deck, so this very well could be a Virgo coming in. What's the Cap card? For Mandy. Alright, yeah. Gain the passion, charisma, charm to move above this and move beyond this. There very well could be a Knight of Wands coming in as well. So you might have three knights coming at you. One is extremely passionate. They're hot as fuck. And then you've got a very, very deceptive one coming in. And then there's another very grounded one coming in. It'll be up to you to make the choice as to what you want to go forward with. But there's definitely something of a Wheel of Fortune moving in your favor after a betrayal. And after you move forward with whatever this is going to be, you're going to have a couple choices to work with. Now, this could very well just be your energy. You could very well be charming and compassionate. You could very well be working on something. You're taking your time. But I think you might be gaslighting yourself to some degree, which you're betraying yourself and the Wheel of Fortune working in your favor by doing that. That's another way I could see this. But you're working hard on something. You're very diligent. You're very concise, very, very, very consistent, very determined. It's not the speed that you're going at, it's the quality that you're working on. Speed will come in time. Right? But ultimately, I do see something good coming out of this anyway, regardless, despite it all. Yeah, there's definitely a new beginning. This could represent a hermit mode, and there's going to be a, oh yeah, there's going to be a major tower when somebody comes in and collaborates. I think it's the Knight of Pentacles, because I have a feeling that this Knight of Pentacles is quite possibly in competition with the Knight of Wands. There's no comparison to the Knight of Swords in the reverse, so it's more or less between the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Wands. So there's an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Those are the deceptive one. That's the deceptive one. Um, the Knight of Wands may be rather passionate, but I think the Knight of Pentacles is who you're looking for, or who you very well could be most interested in, because he's the only one willing to work on things and be passionate towards you, rather than this Knight of Swords that's rather vindictive, bringing in some sort of betrayal. But whoever it is, there's definitely collaboration. There's definitely major changes on the way. It could represent some sort of a hermit mode, and then you getting a new partnership and moving forward. You could be getting the partnership with the Knight of Wands and moving forward with the Knight of Wands. It could be that the Knight of Pentacles is a little bit taken too long. So you might get distracted by pretty sparkly things for the time being. Somebody's misjudging you and you're going to walk away from it. So this is what I'm saying. Like, you might get distracted by the Knight of Wands, but the King, or the Knight of Pentacles is coming in after that, which you might have to walk away from this. This Knight of Wands very well could be a little bit vindictive, a little bit controlling, and they might be coming in with an apology, wanting to look forward to the future with you. But you might be having hesitancy on going back to this particular person. You might have already know this person. You might you might be in your emotions about this, in conflict, and indecision. But you will get some sort of breakthrough. But I don't know if it's going to be. It's like you're going to be gaslighting yourself, or somebody's going to be gaslighting you. But with this gaslighting or some sort of deception with the Queen of Swords here, there's going to be some sort of an awakening. You're going to ground yourself and maybe focus on yourself and balancing things out. And that's going to bring in the sun. I don't know. Focus on yourself for now. Don't make any big, huge commitments. Unless it has something to do with you. Okay? Yeah, continue focusing on what you're building. You build it and they will come. That's kind of what I'm getting with the Seven of Pentacles. All right, the floor is open for $5 super chats if you have a question, or $5 super thanks if you just want a general message. Welcome in, everybody. If you want to know a collective, what the collective message is, it's pretty intense. That is at the beginning of the video here, the live. So if you want to rewind, you're more than welcome to. Oh, cool. What are you doing, Mandy? You taking my idea? didn't. I seen a couple different pictures though, and yeah, I heard that it was pretty beautiful. Hey Marie, whereabouts are you? Whereabouts you located? You might want to look into your electrolytes. I'm kind of getting a feeling like you're hydrating, but it's like dehydration at the same time. And I'm wondering, like, some people can drink all the water in the world and it still doesn't hydrate them. But the moment you tap into some electrolytes or some sort of immune boosters, protein, like a natural sugar. There might be an aloe juice available, and I'd try that out if it works with you. I don't think it's liquid IV though that you need. Um, Even maybe get in some bananas because it's got B12 in it. Oh, I wonder. Hang on. Let's see here. Purple grapes would help. White grapes. Pomegranate. Aronia berry. Acerola cherry. Cranberry. Acai berry as well. And kiwi. Pears are also good. Nashi pear is actually good to can help your red blood cell production. It's also high in vitamin C and B vitamin. It's a good source of dietary fiber. Yeah, I don't know if you have me on Facebook, but I have an album in my pictures that would have some pretty good information on that for you. It may help you out if you have me on Facebook. But it's pretty deep into my albums. Like it's the third album out. But yeah, Spirit's saying that there's something going on with what you're intaking. You got to be a little bit more conscious as to what you're intaking. It's kind of giving me that there's something not adding up, and it's maybe something to do with your medications if you're on anything other than just the antibiotics. I'm no doctor, don't get me wrong. Talk to your doctor about this, see how it can, and make sure that what I told you for those, for the fruit, to make sure that it's not going to react with any of your medication currently. Hey, Cozy, would you like a message? Sweet dreams, Ryan. I was about to open up the floor there for you. If you want a message. Hey, Rachel. I hope everything is well with you. Mm. Could be better, could be worse. In the moment. Spirit, what's the message for Cozy? What's the best blessed message for Cozy, Spirit? We got the Nine of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse. Then you have the Four of Cups and the World. Okay, I get it. I get it now. So after a lot of failure, a lot of destruction, a lot of defeat, and instability, you realized that you deserve better, You deserve that, what you were being provided, what you were focusing on, what you were giving your energy to just was not, it was not happening. The math was not mathing. And I think you made a decision to rise above it. And the world, yeah, and the strength card. I thought this was a really bad message, but it's turning out to be a lot better. Things are going to work out for you. You just got to stay in this empowerment. Oh yeah, Knight of Pentacles. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't overdo it. Rome wasn't built in a day. You could be dealing with a very vindictive and emotionally manipulative a bit of a pushover kind of energy. I'm thinking like parents or people that are just, I think you're walking away from this. You've got a Knight of Pentacles coming in after you gain your strength and step up out of this. Or it could be the King of Pentacles, one of the two. This King of Pentacles could be bringing you a new offer, a new way forward, a new opportunity. The Wheel of Fortune's in your favor. Yeah, you're clearing out betrayal. Maybe you're standing on business, you're focusing and you're guarding your pentacles. You're guarding your finances, maybe you're being frugal right now, you're saving your pennies for this new beginning to break away. Yeah, you're moving on you're moving to a new journey. There's going to be a new direction coming in. And this is going to bring you to your Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, and with new collaborators. So stay focused. Whatever you're working on right now, easy does it. Focus on empowering yourself. Focus on rising above the bullshit. Okay, you've been through enough shit. You deserve better than the foundation that you're on. Yeah. Right back at you, Rachel. Is there anything else for Cozy? No. Oh. You got angels on your side. Tap into your angelic network. They have messages for you. And it's the type of message you don't want to let to go to voicemail. Keeping this open for super chats, super stickers, super thanks for the next 8 minutes. So get your super chats in if you have them. If you have a question or a super sticker, if you would just want a general message. This doesn't include my members. Members get a free message tonight. My mods get a free message tonight. But anyone else, my subscribers or anybody else that's new here, you can get a message for $5. And so far tonight, I've been doing more than 3 stacks. So you've been getting like 5 and 6 stacks. I've been just throwing the cards out. So, yeah. If by chance you might have a $5, you can get a message. If you're not a member or a mod. If you're a member or a mod, you have a free message. So I think I'm going to end the live at 12 midnight. I'm not pushing it too hard tonight because I need some rest. I got barely 2 hours sleep today. Sweet dreams, Trudy. I hope things work out for you. Hey, Nick. How's it going? Um, I did, yeah. I cooked a beef onion soup. Apparently I can't cook anything nice here, apparently. I really need my own place. Is there a chance that you want to message Kitty? Yeah. It's pretty bad. I can't top up a kettle. I get screamed at. I can't make a half decent meal. I get screamed at. Um, I was looking at storage units. I'm possibly looking at getting another storage unit today. Maybe even a mailbox at $20 a month. So at least I can have a reliable place for my mail. I don't have to worry about somebody taking my mail. And this is why I'm working so hard on here. So that way I have the means to do what I need for myself. This is why I can't be doing freebies anymore. Because I need to be making money. And seeing that my YouTube is really the only solid money that I'm making right now, until I can get into my own place, until I can get to have my own space where I can put in hours for my hipsy, then I can actually open up the possibilities of more hours with hipsy. We have the one-on-one, which I would have to make an availability available to you, and then you can schedule a reading through hipsy. So it's all a step in the right direction, but in order to help you, I need help. It's the only way I'm going to get out of this. Apparently people think that I can't have anything nice. Refer to the fucking collective message at the beginning of the live tonight for more information regarding that. Moment to moment, Ralph. Welcome in. After the cigarette, I'll give you a couple cards, Kitty. Kitty, did you not get a level 1? I think it was yesterday. Did you not top up to level 1? If you're on Instagram or Facebook, you're more than welcome to reach out to me for a full reading. For your level 1 reading. But I can throw you some cards tonight. If anybody's got a super chat or a super thanks, a super chat if you have a question, or a super thanks if you want a general message, I'll keep it open for another 15 minutes. No, Kitty, you're already in. You get a message. Let me see. Channel activity. I don't know, I'm gonna have to look into it. But you're already a member. So members and mods get a free message. because you're paying for it already anyway. I just don't remember what level you're at. But whatever level you're at, you can get that level reading, whatever it is. Level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4, whatever it is, you can get that reading. If you want more of a private reading, you can hit me up in my DMs on Instagram or Facebook. If you'd rather a private reading, we can go with that. You can hit me up tomorrow. But yeah, if anybody has a $5 super chat and you have a question, throw it in the super chat. And if you just want a general message, you can throw me a super sticker. $5 super sticker. Hey, Cheryl. The gang's all here. Okay. Let me check. Let me see where you're at. Oh, thank you, Nick. I'll hook you up. Yeah, you're level 1, Cozy. Yeah, you're level 1. And Cheryl, you're level 1 as well. Would you like a reading tonight too? You can either hook up with me in the DMs, Facebook or Instagram for a private reading, or you can get one now. Okay. Let's see what we got. I'm going to start with Cozy, and then I'll do Cheryl, and then I'll do Nick. Okay. Spirit, what's going on with Cozy? What does she need to know right now? What does Cozy need to know right now? Right off the top. So you are completing a cycle. You're moving up. Use your charm and passion to your advantage. You might be at a loss. Something's being withheld from you in the dark. So keep your eyes open. Somebody's trying to deceive you. Somebody's trying to keep you from using. They're lying to you. They're being deceptive. You need to guard your heart. Remain in the energy of harmony and try to keep your integrity. Okay, try not to lash out, because somebody wants you lashing out. I'm really getting reactive abuse. But you've got a new love coming in. There's definitely happiness, abundance coming in for you. Continue to have peace and compassion. Nurture your heart space. So that way this new offer, this new love offer can come in. If you're with somebody, there's definitely going to be a difference of opinion, maybe a new perspective, a new way of looking at it. Um, Otherwise, if you're single, there's a new love offer coming in soon. It is your cap card, so this is what's coming in for you. But you are you're fulfilling a cycle. You've got a cycle ending and a new one beginning. And you need to stay strong and stay focused on what's at hand here, because somebody's trying to be deceptive where you're concerned. Yeah, somebody's trying to keep you from transforming. They don't want you to liberate yourself. Somebody doesn't like the fact that you're open-hearted, or that you're guarding your heart. You have every reason to, though. Somebody's trying to keep you from moving forward. You may be overthinking your next steps. But you have some new ideas, and you need to be disciplined with these new ideas. Yeah, there's a Queen of Crystals. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's very stingy. So watch yourself. They are energetically dependent on you right now. So stand your ground. Mental clarity. You got some some major breakthroughs coming through. Stay true to yourself right now, and stay in the vibration of love, because you got a new love offer coming in. You're not going to have to guess anymore after this comes in. I'm giving you 3 to 4 weeks, give or take. If you've met this person already, it's going to be a deeper relationship. If you haven't met them, you're going to meet them in 3 to 4 weeks. So you're about to you're about to step into a new timeline. I'm happy for you. Hey, Dustin. Hope everything is good with you. All right, Cheryl. What do we got for Cheryl? Right off the top. Cheryl, somebody's casting illusions. There's something you don't see right now. You very well could be feeling stuck or lethargic. Somebody's being emotionally vindictive. And you might be feeling like you're not winning right now. You might be going through some major challenges, but you're going to have a major breakthrough come through. And you need to take stock as to what you're working on and what you have available to you as far as options. You're cutting out a third-party situation. And there's someone being very deceptive, quite possibly a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. About quite possibly stability or an attainment of a legacy or inheritance. 3 of Crystals, collaboration and productivity. So you're going to have some new collaborators come in to want to work with you. Somebody's casting illusions over love to try to keep you from making a choice, but you're making a choice anyway. Focus on your self-love and gratitude and fulfilling your dreams, fulfilling your wish fulfillment. Focus on yourself. Be a little bit frugal. Don't give so much to everybody. Be choosy as to who you're giving to, because there's somebody trying to disempower you. So nurture your heart space, and you're coming out of a hermit or isolation at this time. Yeah, you're going to have some major choices to make. You're going to have a lot of options available to you, so stay strong. But yeah, you're at the midst of a breakthrough. So don't allow people to gaslight you. Don't allow people to question your heart space or where you stand with your integrity, or anything to do with love or loving yourself or having self-worth. Stand in your power with that. Somebody's trying to keep you in the dark. You've got a new emperor coming in. A new emperor is coming in to collaborate with you. I hope that helps, Cheryl. All right, Nick. Thank you for your patience. What do we got for Nick? Right off the top. You need to nurture your truth. Stop gaslighting yourself, Nick. You're going to be walking away from a third-party situation. And this is a one-sided unrequited, so this isn't a two-way street here that you're dealing with. It's a one-way. You're being depleted. And this is what you're walking away from soon. Somebody doesn't want you moving on to a new beginning. And you're going to start to see this. It's going to be evident to you within the next 2 weeks, give or take. You need to be tapping into your intuition and listen up. Don't gaslight yourself when this is going, where this is coming from, because somebody's dependent on you financially or energetically, and somebody's playing emotional games with you. You don't deserve this. You deserve better. Stand on business. That what is done in the dark is coming to light. You're going to be getting justice. And there's going to be a new offer coming in for you for a new lover, but you're going to question it because you're going to question the information coming in. Don't. It's coming in for a particular reason. Form shells. You deserve better, dude. You deserve way better. Somebody's very vindictive. They're very stingy. They're trying to disempower you. Yeah, you're walking away from this. Yeah, you need to stand on business. Enough of this bullshit. You got a 10 of crystals. You're working on a legacy. You're working on some sort of a foundation for yourself. You need to stay true to yourself. Don't allow people to come in and gaslight you and use you. Enough is enough, Nick. You got better coming in anyway. So make room for it. Do some healing. Step into your power. And just be patient. Things are going to work out for you. You're very welcome. Hey, Matt. I'm sorry, Kitty, did I get you yet? My brain just glitched out. Stay true to yourself and stop gaslighting yourself. That's the biggest message there, Nick. You need to believe in yourself. You need to empower yourself. You are intuitive. You have that intuitive gift. So step into it. Stop allowing people to play with your heart and your head. You don't deserve that shit. Yeah, I think I did you a reading there, Kitty, right? My brain just fucking glitched out. Sorry. And Nick, you got better coming in anyway. But first you need to step up into that frequency of love first. Right now you're kind of bitter, you're kind of cloudy. Quite frankly, I think you're dealing with a narcissist. You're dealing with somebody very vindictive, very abusive, emotionally, psychologically. You don't deserve to deal with that. You don't deserve to be played with. You're an honorable human being. You deserve way better than what you're receiving. It doesn't matter what your ex is going to do. Whether she hoovers or not, the new person, you need to allow them to know that you got a psycho ex or whatever that's vindictive, and if she tries anything, just tell the new person that you're honorable, that you're truthful, that you want to be honest and transparent with them, and be open to communication. Just be transparent and honest. That's all you need to do. Hold integrity. Stand on business. You didn't get your reading, Kitty? Okay. Sorry about that, my dear. Let's do that. All right, kitty, kitty, kitty. Hey, kitty, kitty, can't you see why you always hypnotize me? But yeah, keep your cool. There's no point. There's reactive abuse there, right, Nick? So don't allow them to get you out of sorts. Don't allow them to get you reacting. Don't react. All right, Spirit, what's going on with Kitty? What do they need to know? Right off the top. Yeah, you're in a very unbalanced situation when all you want is love and trust. You're going to be making a choice. You have a King of Shells in reverse here and a Seven of Acorns trying to defeat you or make you feel defenseless, making you feel like you don't have a voice or make you feel that your voice doesn't matter. And you're needing to go into some shadow work. Do some shadow work and self-improvement and work on your ambition. Yeah. Don't self-sabotage this, because it'd be a great injustice due to this King of Shells in reverse. They're not charming or passionate whatsoever. and it's something that you don't see. You might not see this coming, but they're trying to defeat you. They're trying to disempower you. They're trying to get you into your shadow. They don't want you in your divine energy. They don't want you rising to your north node energy, and you're going to be walking away from this. You might be feeling defeated walking away from this. However, like, there's nothing good here. There's no progress. There's no dedication to this situation, and you deserve better. You might be at an all-time loss, but you're going to be clearing out this cycle, and like it's like you're taking the trash out. It's either that or the trash is taking itself out, and they're trying to open up old wounds. Don't let them. You need to focus on your money right now because the Wheel of Fortune is working in your favor at this time. Something going on with your family, though. It's nothing good. It's like a family unit is falling apart because of lies and deception. No liberation. This particular person, this King of Crystals, is very disingenuous, very much a coward. But they want to make you look like the coward. They don't want to take accountability, which is going to put you in a hermit mode. They want you to miss out, but you're going to have to make some decisions, and you're going to be walking away. You're going to be learning some lessons, but you're going to be going on to calmer waters. You need to have courage and strength. Invoke your inner warrior. You might be left out in the cold, or you might be leaving them out in the cold, but you're initially transmuting this pain into power. Somebody's going to come in begging, and if you don't accept them, then they're going to create some sort of conflict with you. They're going to talk. They're going to talk a lot, but they're not going to walk a lot, right? So don't believe anything that comes out of their mouth. It's a bunch of lies. It's going to make you think about the past. This particular person you're dealing with is kind of reminding you of someone of the past, of whoever you're dealing with. It's like it's a different person, but same entity, same energy. And it's because you need to alchemate all the pain and the suffering and the trauma and heal it, so that way you can raise your vibration and get out of that negative vibration in order to move on. That's where the Six of Swords comes in. But you're going to see things for what they are. You're going to see how their reaction to this is, and then it's going to be evident to you. You deserve way better. You're going to find that out very soon. You're going to expose who needs to be exposed, which is going to create a lot of unrest, but right after that, there's going to be a lot of balance and harmony once you walk away officially. Detach. Detach should be your new superpower. You've dealt with a lot of that, but you're holding on to the trauma. You're holding on to the pain of the brokenhearted and the bullshit. You're holding on to it. You need to transmute it into power. It's the only way you're going to get out of this. Otherwise, if you don't, you're going to continue meeting the same person over and over and over again. The same energy in a different person. But you got a beautiful new offer, a new foundation, a new beginning coming. So, yeah, they want to get you out of character. They want you to react. But you got some great ideas that you need to make happen here, Kitty. And be very optimistic and innovative moving forward. Stand with your integrity and your intention, and just keep focused. Because you got a deceptive liar here that's trying, they might even be screwing with your car, so be very vigilant. I would do a 3-point check around your car before you go anywhere, if you have a car. And keep your eyes open while you're traveling, because there very well could be something happen. So just be very careful. Whatever's being hidden in the dark is coming to light, kitty. Okay? Work on your healing. Do some shadow work. Transmute that shit and rise. Your rise will be their demise. Show them how it's done. Okay? And show them what they're going to be missing out on. Because you're way better than what they're providing you. You deserve way better. Every single one of you deserve way better than what you've been receiving. Alright? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. I want to say thank you so much for joining me. I hope you all have a great night. Welcome in, bullets. Exploding bullets literally would be beautiful. She's currently in the hospital getting tests done and getting herself situated. But she's getting care. She's getting to where she needs to go. She's getting the tests that she needs to get done, and she's going to see a couple specialists very soon. She's going to be going on a little trip. So all the healing energy that we can send little B would be amazing. Thank you, kitty. Later, once this live uploads, if you want to rewatch it, in the beginning there's a little bit of an update as to what's going on with her. You might be able to rewind it, but it might discontinue when I end the live. I don't know. But worst case scenario, have some patience. It should upload soon. And give it a look. Give it a look-see. Sweet dreams, Cheryl. Sweet dreams, Michael. Sweet dreams, tribe. I love you all. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you have a good evening. We'll be back tomorrow for the water sign read, the Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces reading. So if you are a water sign, come on back tomorrow night. There will be a reading available to you. Okay? It should start at 9:09 p.m. I'm just going to keep with that time for the Earth, for the elemental reads. Alright? Thank you, tribe. I love you so much. Thank you from the bottom of my heart to the ones that donated tonight, as well to the ones that make this possible. Aw, Shirley. Does that mean you want a message? You're just going to keep me going all night? Is that a donation or is it a message? Thank you, Shirley Ray. Yeah, I'll throw you some cards, I guess. Here you go, Shirley. What do we got for Shirley? Shirley, if you're on Facebook or Instagram, you can reach out to me for a full reading for that. I'll still throw you some cards, though. Okay? Thank you so much. right off the top. You're facing some illusion. Somebody's trying to disenfranchise you. They're trying to create chaos, but you're going to expose it for what it is. Stand on business, my dear. Yeah. Somebody's trying to get you in an unrest, anxious, anxiety kind of energy, but the wheel is in your favor. You got change happening for you, and that's why they're trying to do it. They're trying to bring you out of that frequency of abundance. But you need to stand on business, realize what you're worth, and stick up for the truth. Hold your truth. Don't let people gaslight you, because they're casting illusions on you. Somebody's being very stingy. You're going to have to cut them out and focus on your independence. Somebody's trying to get at your energy too. Like they're trying to thwart your energy, but you're going to rise above this, no doubt. You just need to nurture your heart space and know who the hell you are, and don't allow other people to fuck around with you. Okay? You're definitely dealing with betrayal. There's third-party people behind the scenes talking smack. So you're going to find that out soon. It's going to be revealed to you. But you need to stand up to this. Don't allow them to play stupid. You got a new beginning. You got a new, with the Wheel of Fortune, you've got comfort, you've got community. You have a new foundation that you're building, so you could be moving to a new house. You could be getting with somebody new. And the people that you're getting with, the people around you that have been siphoning off of you aren't going to like this person, but too fucking bad. Okay? I even see some sort of marriage or some sort of commitment here. It's going to get you out of your comfort zone. But this conflict here, somebody's wanting to reconcile something, but they're trying to slow you down instead. There's an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a very karmic one that's trying to get you out of your isolation. They're trying to ruin your wish fulfillment. They're jealous of you, but you're coming out of a tower. You're coming out of a really rough time, and you need to use strategy and resilience. Somebody's trying to break your heart. It's not going to work, because you need to love yourself first before anything else. This is somebody from the past. You're going to get a new offer. You're going to get a new direction, a new idea. You need to get creative and have confidence in yourself, my dear, because that's what's going to help you move forward. You're going through a major transition and insight. Listen to your intuition. Okay? Yeah, you got a lot of new choices coming in, new ideas, new possibilities. Take action and focus when that happens. Don't get distracted, because somebody's going to try to keep you from moving forward. Yeah, focus on yourself until this new offer comes in. You're going to know with your intuition. You're going to know with your heart what's coming for you. You might have to put up your boundaries for a little while, but be open to communication, be open to socializing. Just allow them to show up so that way you can act accordingly and use your intuition to your advantage. Yeah, because somebody's trying to emotionally manipulate you, and you need to have strength and courage during this. You might need to work on your shadow work, because this is actually going to help you transition and move into this new timeline. And this ultimately is going to help you rise to your new season, your next timeline. Yeah. 8 of Crystals, you're very, very talented. You've got the Midas touch. You've got a lot to offer the world. You've got a lot to put on the table. You need to continue having hope and continue healing. Okay? Get yourself away from these deceptive morons. You don't need them in your life. They're taking away from your happiness and your joy. You deserve better. You're no longer in your head. Don't allow them to gaslight you. Okay? Hey Josh. This was the last message for the evening. I'm tired. I had a long day. You're just kind of catching the end of the message, end of the reading. Oh, thank you, Shirley. Thank you, dude. Please be good to yourselves, and if you can't be good to yourselves, at least be good at it. So that way, you can be good to others. Alright? I love you all, and thank you so much for joining me tonight. And if you're an earth, a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, tomorrow night's reading is going to be on the water signs to finish off the elementals for this week. So feel free to jump in on that if you are a water sign, or if you have water in your placements, in your other signs, in your rising sign or moon, whatever. There may be a message there for you. And again, you can always reach out to Hipsy. The link is in the description box, or the About Me section, I do believe, I think. Or my link section, either one. You can get a reading anytime there. It might take me a couple days to get back to you if I don't have time or whatever else, but yeah. So tune in tomorrow for that message, and I'll catch you later. I love you, tribe, and supporters. Thank you for sharing, liking, and subscribing. Make sure you're hitting the bell on all, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you so much. Have a great night.